I grew up.
Woo! Well, grow back down again. Screw it, they can't take a joke. You can dance, you can die, having the time of your life. Ooh, see that girl, watch that scene, digging the dancing queen. Friday night and the lights are low, looking out for a place to go, where they play the right music, getting in the swing.
You come to look for a king.
Anybody could be that guy. Night is young and the music's high. With a bit of rock music, everything's fine. You're in the mood for a dance. And when you get the chance, you are the dancing queen, young and sweet, only 17. Dancing queen, feel the beat from the tambourine. Oh yeah, you can dance, you can jive, having the time of your life. Ooh, see that girl, watch that scene, digging the dancing queen.
Hey everyone, how are you? How was your week? Cause mine was good. Yeah, I was trying to rhyme, it did not work. But hey y'all, what is up? I am so glad that you are here for today's video. For those who are new to my channel, my name is Tia Joy. Welcome, welcome. And to everyone who's already a part of the fam, hey yeah, oh. I don't know why I love that so much, but I just love it so much. Y'all, I am so glad to talk about today's video. But just real quickly, for those who are new to my channel, I love to talk about dance movies. So I do dance reviews. I have top 5, top 10s of like dance styles, or maybe my favorite like empowerment type music videos that women have done. I talk about my top 5. I did a Super Bowl, which is really, really cool. Just a whole bunch of those stuff. And I also do eyeshadow tutorials as well, which I love doing for my videos. So I was like, yo, I do eyeshadows and I love doing it. Why don't I just show how I do it for my videos? So I love doing that as well. So that's just a little bit more about me. But the most important thing that I do in these on my channel, doing my channel is I love, I'm just trying to figure out why they are screaming. Like, if you are with somebody, why do you gotta scream? Ain't nobody got time for that. But anywho, but the one thing that I really love mostly to do on my channel is I love honoring people, especially dancers. I feel like dancers and choreographers just does not get enough honor. You know, they talk about the actors, they talk about the directors all the time, but barely do they talk about dancing. And so that's the reason why I really started this channel, just to honor dances and the dance scenes and who did it. So that way you guys can know who done these things and created these things as well. But to get into what I'm about to do, first of all, if you have not checked out last week, I dropped 3 videos. I talked about the whole High School Musical series. So normally I would say a recap, but you know what? Let's just recap. Just check it out. And I definitely have to say that was it. That was the best thing. You chose an amazing song, amazing choreography, amazing place to do it. Like, everything about that was super dope. From the moment that they're standing up and and they have the EH on the field, all the way to they're making the Wildcat with their hats and colors, and then they go out into a celebration dance on the field. Yo, like, that was the perfect way to end the High School Musical series. I loved every moment of it. I was, low key, okay, when actually, let's rewind it back. So if you want to know a little bit more about that, I will have a link where it has one of them, and then you could just go back and just watch the rest of them on your own time. But get into 2 videos I'm going to drop as well. So this whole month of September, just FYI, if you're wondering like, what Tia, what are you doing? I love musicals, and a lot of people don't know that about me. And so I'm just giving you guys my favorite music, like dance musical types feel for the whole month of September. I may continue to overflow in October, and I may calm down a little bit. I may not do all of them in one day. I just definitely wanted to, just for this, just to try it, is to release like series to you. So I did the High School Musical 3, and this week I am dropping the Mamma Mia's. That's what we're going to talk about. Mamma Mia, here we go again. Mama, how can I resist you? Like, I love Mamma Mia's, like all of them, the first one and the second one. But today we're going to get into the first one. But before we get to all that, if you would love to become part of the fam, I would love for you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button down there, and also hit the bell so that way instantly you can be in the know when I'm uploading a video. So Mamma Mia was directed by Felita Lloyd, and I love Mamma Mia. I'm about to get into some of the characters that are here in this movie. So first we have Donna Sheridan, which is played by Meryl Streep, and I love her. She's an amazing actress. We have Sophie, played by Amanda Seinfeld, friend. So she did an amazing job. Every time I see her, I cannot take her serious because I know she was in Mean Girls. But in this musical, she did a great job. We have Sam Carmichael, played by Pierce Brosnan, and he always do great when it comes to musical stuff. We have Tanya, played by Christine Baranski. We have Rosie, played by Julie Waters. And if you have not seen Billy Elliot, she was in it, and so I did talk about her, and here we are again. She's like much older, and she's in Mamma Mia, so yeah. We have Harry Bright, who's played by Colin Firth. We have Bill Anderson, played by Stellan Skarsgård. Sky, played by Dominic Cooper. We have Lisa, who is played by Rachel McDowell. We have Allie, played by Ashley Lilly, and we have Pepper, played by Philip Michael. So those are all of the characters, and so what I'm about to do is I'm about to get into some of my favorite scenes. I'm about to get into my favorite scenes that I love from the movie. So here we go. So my first one I love is Super Trooper. I love this one. So this is when we have the Donna and the Dynamos, and so they are singing at Sophie's bachelorette party, and they haven't sung in years because Donna, she's been on the island, and her friends have been living their lives, and they all come back together for this wedding. And so Sophie hasn't really seen her mom and her friends perform before, so to see them come back and they're going into their outfits that they wore at the time, I believe it was like the 60s or 70s, and so they put back on their outfits and they're singing Super Trooper, and I really love this. I really love the dance number that they're doing, and they still got it, you know what I'm saying? So I just love the fact that they're doing this for her, for her bachelorette party, and it's just so cute. So I just really love Super Trooper. That's like literally one of my favorite songs. My second favorite song, okay, so this one was kind of hard. It's in between. I do have one of them. Man, it has to do between Lay All Your Love on Me, and I think the reason why I like that one is because the guys, they come out and they're like going down like the dock, and they're dancing and they're doing their thing, and then I just really love the whole swan lake that they were doing too, which is very funny, and I just really love that choreography, and they jump into the water. But it's between that one and it's between does your mother know that you're out? And I think the reason why I have them two at a tie is because I just really like to see Tanya, and she's dancing, and so she's trying to let the guy know that, yo, like, I think it's Pepper. Yeah, he's trying to let Pepper know, like, you know, you're too young for me, because evidently she had a moment with him, and so he's like head over heels over her, and she's like, I'm old enough to be your mother. But I just really love how she starts dancing, and you know, and she still got it, you know what I'm saying? She still got the moves, and I just love the choreography that she ends up doing with the guys, and the guys having their freestyle moment, and I just really like it. And so it's between those two, but those two are the tie number 2. But my last, and there's so many dance numbers I love in this movie, so don't get me wrong. Even Give Me a Man and what was it? Voulez-Vous, I like that one too. That was a really cool choreography that they did as well. But and also the ending with the credits, I really love all of that. So that was a good one. But the last one I would have to say that I like is Dancing Queen. I really love that one. That's why I had to interpret that. It was between that one or I Have a Dream, even though it was like Destiny Emperor. It's okay. But I really love Dancing Queen. I just love how all the ladies, it's almost like stand-up type of women empowerment, because you have Donna, who's kind of feeling bad about herself, and they're like, you were young, you were fun, you were like, where's your fun side? And then remember, you know, you're still a queen and you still got it, and don't let life, you know, hit you down so hard that you can't enjoy the moments and stuff. So I like how they kind of remind her, you know, you're still fun and have fun, and yes, you're older, but just have some fun. And so when she goes out and she starts remembering she's a kid, and she starts jumping on the bed, and then she just, I don't know, she just got back to a point where she's being a kid again after jumping on the bed, and the next thing you know, she's just going down the whole island and, you know, dancing and remembering she's a, you know, to have that young fun self. And then the next thing you know, all the girls, all the women on the island, like ones who were serving, ones who was helping out a guy as he's doing something, and you have the woman who has like the sticks that's on her shoulders and she throws it. Remember, I'm a queen. So I just really love the reminder that we are queens, and I just love the whole number that they end up doing on the dock, the dancing. Oh my gosh, I just love everything about that, and it's just like so much fun. And so that's probably like my favorite scene out of the whole movie, besides the ending credits. But I really love the Dancing Queen. And you know, I remember growing up, when I listened to it, you know, I didn't really think much of it, but I realized, oh, Mamma Mia, like I didn't even know. But now I know. So it's like, when I first saw it, like I remember that song. It was Mamma Mia, what? Like, cause you just never know. But yeah, but that's what I really love. I know the lesson that I've learned from this movie, there's a lot of lessons, it's basically about love and what it really means. And I like how the fathers, like, even though, like, first of all, fathers all came together, and it's kind of crazy, even though they didn't know who was the real dad, but the fact that they all stepped up anyway and say, you know what, I will be your father if that's what you want or that's what you need, knowing that they knew the mother. So that was very sweet, you know, because a lot of men, like, when they don't know, they'd be like, well, I don't know. But the fact that she got a chance to invite them and get to know them, and each side of them, she had a part of all three. And I know it could be crazy, like 3 men cast like all fathers, crazy, but you know, even though she felt like she lost something, she was able to gain triple of what she thought she lost, and how all of them were able to help out and be there for her. That was really sweet. And even though Donna, like, head over heels of not knowing, you know, remembering her past, but I just love how, you know, love is love, and eventually that she eventually found that in Sam, because she still, at the end of the day, her love was for Sam. And so I like how, even though years passed by, it was able to catch up with her, and she had that. And I liked how the mother finally had to learn how to, you know, remind her, you know, that, you know, she has to grow up and she can't be with her all the time. And so she was young, so I know definitely Sam was trying to get her to know that she's young, she should be exploring, she shouldn't be here. You know, yes, she should, you know, to stay close to fam, but she still should have her own life. And I like how her mom was able to let her go. But I could understand she didn't want to be by herself, but she didn't have to at the end because Sam ended up rescuing her. Really? This is weird. But that's the lessons that I love is number one, just how the men stood up to be there for Sophie, and then number two, how Donna had to let go to let her daughter grow, and she was able to do that, and you know, and to ask for help when needed. And it's kind of hard, even, and I can understand because even for me it's hard to ask for help. But when she finally got to a place of, you know, I can't do it all on my own and I need some help, boom, that's when Sam came about, like, I got you and I love you on top of that. Done deal. Let's go. But that's all that I have for this video. If you liked it, definitely hit the like button and hit the subscribe button and the share button and the bell as well, so that way instantly you'll be notified when I upload a new video. Shout out to the choreographers who was a part of this movie, who did a great job. So Anthony Velast. I'll have him listed at the bottom. So amazing job on the choreography, Anthony. You did such an amazing job. And to the assistant choreographers who was involved as well in this movie, it was Nicola. Well, the associate choreographer was Nicola Treherne. And we had the assistant choreographer, which was Tim Stanley. So I love the choreography on this whole movie. And the fun thing that I love about the choreography in the dances is the fact that everyone was involved and you got to see all the ages. So everyone who was on the island, who you see, even you may think is the background actors, they all were able to dance and be a part of the numbers that was needed for dancers. So that was really, really cool. So I like how it wasn't them just on the side doing random stuff. No, they actually were involved in choreography. So that was really cool how each person was able to be used to that. That's how I was looking for the list, like, okay, who was the specific dancers? But pretty much everyone who was in the movie were dancers. So that right there was really, really dope, no matter what the age was. So congratulations and amazing job to all the dancers. I'll list them all at the end of this video, which is amazing. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not yet, go ahead and check out my other dance reviews, my top 10, top 5s, and my eyeshadow tutorials that I do for these videos that I release to you. Definitely go check that out. And y'all, if you have not yet, do not just make good choices, but make some wise ones. Thank you guys. Bye.